Who opened up the scoring in this contest between Crispa and Tanduay, missing on a drive in play. And Kalakas has it now for the Esquires. The count is 5-4, Tanduay by 1. It's a 3-point lead now as Yco-Tanduay connects from the keyhole. He's been looking pretty sharp for the Esquires. We have for Crispa, Fabiosa, Natividad, Javier, Ubalde, and Philip Cesar on the court. The green-shirted jeans makers, who are now the Redmanizers, by the way. They have replaced the jeans maker title to Redmanizer once again. Are in the offensive. Fabiosa driving in and getting a foul from Cleophas.
Cleophas picks up foul number 1. 9 minutes and 43 seconds to go. 7 and 4. That's 7 points for Tanduay and 4 points for Crispa.
3-point try by Philip Cesar is good. It's all tied at 7-all. For the Esquires, we have Joy Cleophas and Rolly Pineda manning the backcourt. Castillo at the pivot together with Eli Capaccio and Abe Monzon. Monzon with a fade, yes. 9-7. Tanduay by 2, 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the front court. It's Javier moving against Castillo. He gets away for a layup and a miss. Ubalde loses the ball to the baseline. 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go. 2-point advantage by Tanduay. They didn't make it to the semifinals in the Open Tournament, the first conference of the 1980 season. And so together with 5 other quintets that didn't make it, they were able to bone up and sharpen up their all-Filipino skills for almost 3 months. And this is the first official engagement of Tanduay. Cleophas crowded. Lead pass to Fabiosa. Fabiosa all alone for the equalizer. It's 9-all. The assist coming from Freddie Ubalde, who, by the way, is celebrating his birthday today. And we have greetings being extended to him by the National Crispinians, headed by Jean Mirabueno. Auspicious start for Freddie Ubalde in the All-Filipino. Philip Cesar rebounding beautifully. Ubalde driving in, sidestepping, setting up Fabiosa. Fabiosa missing from the flank. Ubalde losing the ball, but it's tapped over to Javier for a reverse hit. Jimmy Javier gives a lead to Crispa, 11-9. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go. The defending champion in this All-Filipino tourney is the Crispa Redmanizers. And this is the last chance for Crispa to win a title this season. While Toyota has figured in 2 finals, both of which were unsuccessful attempts to win a title, Crispa has always fallen by the wayside during the closing elimination round games. And they've never really had a try at a crown this season so far. I recall that after their Grand Slam in 1976, they won 6 titles straight in a stretch, which is still the record now in the PBA's 6-year existence. But in 1978, they were blanked. They didn't win a single title for the first time in that year. So this year, they are trying to stave off another blanked season by gunning and defending the All-Filipino title. Fabiosa was fouled. He converted, and it'll be the first 3-point player for Crispa.
7 minutes and 28 seconds to go. A spectator just yelled out there something directed to Baby DeLupan. We want Seraniano. It's because Rudy Seraniano is now playing for the Crispa Redmanizers. He must have recuperated already from a knee injury which he suffered several years back, at least, what, 3 years?
3 years, yes.
Could be about 3 years.
Been operated twice, I understand.
Yes, and if and when he's able to come back and play, we'd like to give him a big welcome. That's Rudy Seraniano.
Natividad getting a loose ball and losing it to the baseline. It bounced off his right foot. Natividad teamed up with Fabiosa for that steal, but they weren't able to hang on. It's 14-11 now. Crispa changing its name to its Lucky Redmanizer title is still listed as walk tall on the Coliseum board. The change must have come so late before the start of the All-Filipino that the Coliseum scoreboard man has not been informed of it, so it's still walk tall up there on the scoreboard.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dick, but as far as I can recollect, the Crispa team has never won a championship under any other name but the Redmanizers.
Definitely so, and this
That's
is one of the biggest reasons why the Redmanizer tag has been restored to Crispa. And as you know, Danny Floro and Baby Dalupan are believers in, as they call, pamahiins, and this is certainly one belief that has been proven time and again. Every time they change the name of the team to some other title, it used to be called the Redmanizers, then they shifted over to the Cement Mixers, and that was a short-lived name for Crispa. Then they went back to Redmanizers, and after that, the Gene Smokers took over. They even tried the 400s.
Cement Mixers.
Yes.
400s. Cement Mixers, and what else?
The Gene Smokers
400s,
was the final.
Yeah.
And none of these changes in team names resulted in titles for Crispa. We've got an offensive foul going against Cleophas.
That's foul number 3 on Joy Cleophas. In the meantime, Tito Eduque, whom I bumped into in one of the TV programs one of the TV specials, has been pretty optimistic about his team, and he gave me the impression that he would be acquiring 2 useful, tall players for the Tanduay team, but we don't see it here. Do you have any information on any new acquisitions by Tanduay?
I really don't know, and the way things are now, I think no lineups, no changes in lineups are
but there are only
possible.
there are only what 10 players here on the Tanduay side.
That's right.
That have shown up.
5 in the bench and
5 on the bench and 5 playing. So there may still be 2 more
maybe
in
they're
storage.
securing. No, it's possible that they have signed a contract, but the clearances as required now may not be yet finalized.
I see.
And one must really run the gauntlet in clearances before one can join the PBA. Pineda, cross court now to Monzon. Joy Dionisio is in for Crispa. De La Rosa bouncing it over, and there's the 25-second buzzer indicating a violation has been committed by Tanduay for a turnover, and we've got a timeout.
Carrier Air Conditioners, #1 nationwide, #1 worldwide.
17-13 is a count in favor of Crispa with 5 minutes and 20 seconds ago. De La Rosa with a pass to Monzon, one of the starters of the Esquires. Pabiosa switching on Monzon. De La Rosa on the outside. Pass goes to Capascio. The layup by Capascio bounces away, and Hubalde pulls down the rebound. The pitch to Cesar. Cesar tapping it over to Javier, who lays up on a semi-hook setup. 19-13 is a count. 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go. 6-point advantage for the Redmanizers. Sanchez from left quarter court, rimming out. Hubalde again. Celebrating his birthday today, sidestepping, laying up, and missing. Recovery by Capascio. De La Rosa moves into the front court, faking and connecting. He faked the pass. Pabiosa was slightly late from behind. 19-15. Crispa by 14. Hubalde hands off to Pabiosa. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Beautiful pass to Philip Cesar for a fake and a connection. The Redmanizers have been the most fortunate among the PBA clubs to have acquired the services of 3 prize imports. And these are Romy Mamaril, who still hasn't been fielded in. He's the tallest cager now on the pro circuit. Joy Carpio, who has been a very prolific scorer in the Mica, and Frank Natividad. A turnaround hit by Eli Capascio. Natividad was a standout in the UAAP.
Yes, he was. He was one of the mainstays of the Far Eastern University team.
But we still have yet to see Natividad break loose or settle down in the pro ranks. He probably is still adjusting. We've got a foul committed by Joy Dionisio on Rolly Pineda. Gutierrez will be fielded in.
Makes that foul number 1. Monzon is now being replaced by Gutierrez. Javier is likewise given a rest by Abet Gidaben. Javier gets a round of applause, and quite possibly part of that applause goes to Abet Gidaben himself, because he has shown very well in the last conference.
Second conference,
Yes.
yes. Was outstanding.
There's an offensive foul spotted by referee Bartolome against Rolly
That's
Pineda.
foul number 3.
And we've got a Crispa, or rather a Tanduay timeout.
Carrier Air Conditioners, #1 nationwide, #1 worldwide.
Back to the action, Freddy Hubalde for Crispa. To Joy Dionisio Cesar, top of the key. He's been looking sharp. Abid Gidabin, Fabiosa back to Cesar. 3 minutes ago, Cesar with a running try. Yes. 23-17. Philip Cesar with an interception. His pitch, however, is counter-intercepted by Capascio. Canet is in the game for Tanduay, together with Vic Sanchez and Gutierrez. Canet against Fabiosa, which is a very interesting matchup of small men. Canet to Sanchez. Long try by Vic Sanchez. Rebound to Hubalde. Hubalde is forced into a jump. Cesar was yelling out for a possible pass, but Hubalde got tied up. It'll be a jump between Freddy Hubalde and Bert De La Rosa. The tap is won by De La Rosa, but it goes to Abid Gidabin. We've got palming the ball for a double dribble by Abid Gidabin. He was undecided. He wanted to pass, and he wanted to continue dribbling. You can't do both in basketball. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. It'll be a center line throw-in. Tanduay in the offensive and trailing by 6 points. This is only the first period. It's been action-packed all the way through. Gutierrez rims out. The rebound going to Cesar. Dionisio. Back to Gidabin. Gidabin with a jumper. Yes. He has perfected that running jump shot of his. And that's very difficult to stop because Abid Gidabin is pretty tall at 6'4". De La Rosa against Joy Dionisio. Gutierrez watched closely by Hubalde. The handoff to De La Rosa. Hubalde crowding him, and his shot is an air ball attempt. Under the basket, it's a follow-up by Capascio, and Vic Sanchez didn't even have to jump for that connection. A gimme hit for Vic Sanchez. 25-19. A minute and 35 to go. The pass goes to Hubalde. Inside to Dionisio, and there is the whistle by referee Ting Cruz. Spotted a foul on the play. It's De La Rosa's contact. Penalty situation enforced against Tanduay. So it'll be 2 charities on that De La Cruz or De La Rosa foul on Joy Dionisio. In the meantime, here comes the fortune cookie, Yco, skipper of the Crispa Redmanizers, replacing Bernie Fabiosa. Yco seeing action for the first time. 2 hits from the line by Joy Dionisio. It's 27-19 as Crispa starts to pull away. A minute and 20 seconds to go. De La Rosa against Dionisio. Canet has it. Watched by Yco this time. Over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez hooks a pass. It's almost intercepted. Capascio and Hubalde land out of bounds, and the ball is given to the Crispa Redmanizers. A minute and 8 seconds left. Yco inside to Gidabin. His pass a little too long for Abid Gidabin. Passing error by Yco. 64 ticks to go before the end of the first period. Rene Canet slows it down somewhat. Looks like the instructions for the Esquires is to go for those set plays and slow down the pace of the game.
That's
that
right.
Crispa is a good running team.
Dick. It's true. I think Tito is more playing with time and acquire more high-pressing shots by bringing it closer, but he's not converting it.
That's right. And we've got a fast break by Crispa, completed by Yco, set up by Philip Cesar. Now it's 29-19, a 10-point advantage for Crispa. De La Rosa to Sanchez. Out again to Canet. Canet getting away from Dionisio, but he gives a pass to De La Rosa. De La Rosa banks it in. 29-21. Crispa lead 8 points. Caught to Dionisio. Over to Hubalde. One-handed hit by Freddy Hubalde. 31-21. 1 second left. There goes the first quarter home. So after 12 minutes of play, it's a 10-point lead enjoyed by Crispa Redmanizers, 31 against 21 for the Tanduay Esquires. We'll be back.
Time the comeback of Rudy Soriano, and he was given a round of applause here at the Araneta Coliseum during our commercial break as he was put in by Baby Delupan. Let's see if Rudy Soriano will be able to adjust readily to the type of play of Crispa now after 3 years of absence.
I was remarking to Bai Momar that Rudy Soriano is a type of player who is not burdened down by the problem of putting on additional weight. He's got a natural lean
Yes,
build.
he's not skinny, but he's just lean.
That's right. Which reminds us of your playing days, Bai, when you were very, very lean for your size and
Yeah,
height.
I was 6'1". I was weighing only 145, 140.
That really is a light build for a player who stands 6'1". But Rudy Soriano, though, still looks sharp
Sharp, yes.
despite his long layoff. I'm sure he must have been practicing with the Crispa Redmanizers for
He
quite
had
some
been,
time.
according to my information, he had been practicing all the way.
And he was accompanying the Crispa team during every invitational game. We've got a hit by Crispa once again. Abid Gidabin set up on that play, 33-23. Crispa by 10. 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go.
The way Crispa is playing right now, as the Blacks would put it, they look bad.
Very, very.
Rene Canent with that very shifty maneuver of his against Ko. De La Rosa gets a pass. And Dionisio tapped the ball, but it went to Canent. Canent fires and misses. A tip in, it was a little short. Philip Cesar's pass goes to Ko. Ko over to Soriano. Soriano with the layup. It sinks. His first hit after a long layoff in the pro circuit. He gets a round of applause. People love human interest, and Rudy
Yeah, he is
Soriano's story
fantastic ball
is
handler.
full of human interest. The court magician is back. Beautiful maneuver by Abid Gutierrez from right to left with a layup completing that offensive move. 35-25, 10 minutes and 5 seconds ago.
Warning on Tanduay.
We have a warning issued against Tanduay for handling the ball after the conversion was made by Gutierrez. Second offense of this nature will mean a technical foul. Philip Cesar crowded. Joy Dionisio has it. Yco crowded by De La Rosa. He twists around, fires, overshoots. Abid Gidabin is fouled. It's a loose ball foul by Capascio.
Capascio picks up the foul. It's foul number 1, and it's Yco again, who is in very deep or big pressure to deliver the Crispa Red Ball or the Crispa Redmanizers. He has been having a very difficult time. Let's find out if Yco can find the range.
Yco with a beautiful setup for Seraniano, who misses. Seraniano missing open try, set up by a back pass by the Fortune Cookie. Canent harassed by Dionisio. He lays up, overshoots. Unsuccessful offensive thrust again. Intercepted pass by Capascio. 2-on-1 situation. Canent out of the basket. He hurried, and we've got Cesar losing the ball. Canent has it, and he makes sure of that hit. Philip Cesar bobbled. He was contested by Capascio and Sanchez.
He was looking for a foul there.
It was a hard-earned basket, though, for the Esquires. 35-27. Yco moving around. He loses the ball. It bounces off the chest of Sanchez, who is now being replaced by Nat Castillo.
Sanchez is now, yes, replaced. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 35-27 for Crispa.
Dionisio setting Yco up for the hit. 15-foot jumper by the Fortune Cookie. 37-27. It's a 10-point advantage enjoyed by Crispa. Sporting their title-winning name, the Redmanizer Quintet. Castillo all the way to Capascio. Capascio against Gidabin. He twists around, lays up, misses. Gidabin bobbles, recovers at the baseline. 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Philip Cesar in the front court. Cesar back to Ko. 3-point try by Yco. It's short. And Soriano was boxed out by Castillo. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Canent barreling into Cesar. No foul called. Castillo over to De La Rosa for the fake. De La Rosa missing. And Yco pulls it down. 7:53 to go. Crispa fast breaking. Soriano with a layup. Set up by Ko. That's a third assist by Yco. for Rudy Soriano. As if saying, welcome back, partner.
Ato has been pretty unselfish with his play tonight.
I think they're building up
Yes,
the
they
confidence of
want to give
Soriano.
him that old zing again that he used to enjoy in the pivot. There's a whistle. We've got a foul by Gidabin.
Gidabin picks up foul number 1.
Cesar.
7 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Cesar is now lifted by Joy Carpio, and he gets a round of applause. We've got 39-27 on the board. 12 points by the Crispa Redmanizers.
Cross-court pass. Gutierrez fires it short. Recovered by Ko. The lead pass for Soriano. Soriano swiveling around, attempting and missing. It's Gidabin following up. Too much height and too much power under that basket. Enjoyed by Crispa. 41-27. Look at the men on the court for them. Rudy Soriano, Joy Carpio, Apit Gidabin, Ato Yco, and Joy Dionisio. Among the 5, it's only Dionisio who is below 6. We've got a foul by Soriano, and it'll be a 3-point play for... Is it Nat Castillo? Yes. He will be taking the bonus charity.
First foul by Rudy Soriano, whose name is represented by the number 7 on the board. A very late addition to the Crispa team, most probably, as the Araneta boys have not been able to prepare his name board. 7 minutes and 1 second to go. 28 points for Tanduay, 41 for Crispa.
We've got a tap out by Castillo, who has been assigned to Joy Carpio. 6 minutes and 57 seconds to go. The inbound by Carpio goes to Dionisio. Dionisio moving in against Canet. Oh, there was a hard slap. The foul going against De La Rosa.
De La Rosa picks up foul number 2 with 6 minutes and 52 to go. 41-30, 11 points by Crispa.
The inbound by Ko all the way to Gidabin. Gidabin against Evangelista. He gets an easy layup. 43-30. It's a 13-point advantage by Crispa. 6 and 40 to go. Second period. Interception by Joy Dionisio on a pass by Canet. Dionisio weaving in, and Canet crossing his path, causing Dionisio to hit the deck. It's a foul by Canet. Not in the act of shooting, though.
Yes, but he picks up foul number 1, and this gives Tanduay a total of 3 team fouls in the second quarter against 2 fouls by Crispa, who are enjoying a 13-point advantage, 43-30.
Loose ball picked up by Dionisio after a weak attempt by Soriano, and Dionisio connects. We've got a technical foul
on
going against
Gidabin.
Abit Gidabin.
Technical foul, Gidabin.
It looks like
Holding the ball,
Gidabin may have held on to that ball after the conversion.
After the warning.
That's right.
6 minutes and 24 seconds to go. 45-30. Maybe the Lupin is inquiring about something. Okay, ball possession to Tanduay.
6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Canet, that crouching dribble of his. He doesn't attempt, he just goes out again from the pressure zone. Monzon misses from the right flank. Turnaround try by Castillo. The tip-in is good by Monzon. 45-33. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Carpio moving against Evangelista. He lays up. He is blocked. The loose ball tapped over to Canet. 5 minutes and 57 seconds to go. Canet with a diagonal pass to De La Rosa. De La Rosa with a flank try. It trickles out. The rebound is won by Carpio. Carpio's pass deflected. Recovered by Monzon. But he stepped on the center line.
Not the center line, the side line.
Oh, the sideline, right. Okay, we've got some substitutions and a Tanduay timeout. Ed Espinosa is in the game now for Crispa. 45-33 for the Redmanizers. They lead by 12, 5 minutes and 38 seconds left. This is the second period. Carpio moving against Evangelista. Short pass to Abit Gidabin. Gidabin is under, and the ball bounces off him. He was blocked very well by Castillo and Evangelista. The battle under the basket has been very intense among the big men. Canet with a bounce pass to Evangelista. Castillo to Canet. Canet from the right flank, crowded by Carpio, double teamed by Espinosa with a foul. Spotted on the play. The foul going against Espinosa.
That's foul number 1 on Espinosa with 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. 45-33, 12 points by Crispa.
De La Rosa with a pass into Castillo. Castillo fires and it's tipped in by Evangelista. 45-35, 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Dionisio against Monzon. He taps it over to Espinosa. Espinosa fires and rims out. Carpio follows up, and there is contact on the play. The foul goes against, let's see.
Foul Evangelista.
It's Evangelista's contact.
First foul by Evangelista with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go. 45-35, Crispa with a 10-point advantage. In the first quarter, Crispa had 60% from the field at 12 out of 20 against Tanduay's low 39% at 9 out of 23 tries. As you know, Tanduay lost that first quarter by 10 points at 31 against 21, and they have not recovered as yet. They are trading by 11 points at the moment. The charity shooting of Crispa was good at 4 out of 8 or 4 out of 5, and Tanduay had a better average at 3 out of 3. But we have the rebounds dominated by Tanduay in the first quarter, 13 against 10, against 7 assists by Crispa and 4 by Tanduay. Both of them committed 5 errors in the contest for the first quarter. Castillo has committed a foul. That's going to be foul number 1 on Castillo. This will be team foul number 5 on Tanduay side against 3 by Crispa with 4:31 to go. Score 47. No, make that 48-37.
Yco converted, replying to a hit earlier by Bert De La Rosa. De La Rosa with a layup, and there is a foul, says referee Ledesma, going against Abit Gidaben. 2 charities for De La Rosa.
Foul Gidaben.
Gidaben picks up foul number 2 with 4 minutes and 21 seconds to go. 48-37, it's still an 11-point advantage by Crispa. Here's De La Rosa at the line. Bert De La Rosa attempting and connecting. Wearing jersey number 7, we've got 4:21 to go. 48-37. No, make that 48-38. Make that 48-39. And alone. Cheering squad up there in the bleachers section cheering for Tanduay with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go.
Out of the basket, try by Abit Gidaben results in contact by Castillo.
Foul
Gidaben will take 2 from the line.
Castillo picks up foul number 2 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. 48-39. This is Abit Gidaben at the line wearing jersey number 5. He sets his sights. He releases and connects. The referees for this contest are Cruz, Bartolome, and this is Ledesma. 2 hits by Gidaben. This should be Gidaben's 10th point tonight. Okay, 4:12 to go, 50 against 39.
We're still in the first half. Second attraction in the opening doubleheader of the PBA All-Filipino Conference. Air ball attempt by Monzon, the save by Evangelista, recovered by Abit Gidaben. Carpio with a pass to Dionisio. Back to Carpio on a give and go for the layup 2. 52-39. Good assist by Dionisio. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go. De La Rosa to Monzon. Monzon assigned to Abit Gidaben. Canent versus Espinosa. Canent cross court to Monzon. There's a cut by Castillo. Doesn't get the pass. Interception by Espinosa. Perfectly timed. And he lays it in easily. 54-39. Espinosa showing the speed that was his biggest asset, perhaps, in making the Crispa Redmanizer quintet. Monzon out to De La Rosa. De La Rosa watched closely by Dionisio. Sorry miss by De La Rosa. Gidaben to Carpio. Carpio sidestepping, firing, and connecting. 56-39. Crispa breaking away now by 17 big points. De La Rosa to Evangelista. Evangelista crowded by Carpio. Castillo loses the ball on a tap by Dionisio. It bounced off the knee of Castillo, and the brakes are going against Tanduay. We've got another timeout.
Carrier air conditioners, #1 nationwide, #1 worldwide.
A cut by Abit Gidaben. He missed the try, but there is contact spotted on the play. A loose ball foul going against Rene Canent on the ensuing rebound play after the miss by Gidaben. It was a set play with Gidaben coming in from the right flank and getting a pass from Yco. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Ed Espinosa driving in. He jumps it past to Carpio. Left-handed layup by Joy Carpio. Now it's a 19-point advantage by Crispa, 58-39. Lopsided lead for the Redmanizers, making a very auspicious start in the All-Filipino in defense of their crown. Fabiosa to Carpio, and Carpio kicks the ball out. He had that basket already notched under his belt.
In contrast, a display of contrasts. Baby Dalupan was shaking his head, looking disappointed, and there was Danny Flora raising his hand, saying, "It's all right."
De La Rosa brings the ball into the front court of the Esquires. 19-point advantage enjoyed by Crispa. Castillo jumping and missing. The rebound to Capaccio, and there is Espinosa embracing Capaccio from behind. It's a foul by Espinosa.
Foul Espinosa.
Espinosa picks up foul number 2. 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go.
De La Rosa prepares to inbound. Pineda. Watched by Espinosa. Capaccio against Gidabin. Running try by Capaccio. Short. Gidabin controls. Quick pass goes to Kaw. 1 minute and 52 to go. First half. Kaw goes in all the way. He lays up. It's short, but he is fouled. It'll be 2 charities for Atoy Kaw.
1 minute and 50 to go.
Foul,
58 to
Pineda.
39. Pineda is charged with his 4th foul.
Pineda, 4
Pineda
foul.
has 4 fouls now. And here's Atoy Kaw connecting.
Gidabin.
Gidabin is now replaced by
Carpio.
Javier, and Carpio is lifted by Philip Cesar. 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. Atoy Kaw connecting on his first try. He's got 7 points. This is the 8th point by Atoy, who has contributed 2 rebounds likewise and 3 assists plus 1 block shot.
21-point advantage by the Redmanizers over the Esquires. 1 minute and 43 seconds left. First half action. Castillo fires and misses. And there's a tap by Philip Cesar, unable to control the ball before it went out. It'll be a front court throw-in for the Esquires. 1 minute and 36 to go. Castillo inbounds. Gutierrez receives. Pineda crowded by Fabiosa. De La Rosa against Espinosa. He fires and receives a foul from Espinosa. It'll be 2 charities for Bert De La Rosa.
Foul Espinosa.
Foul number 3 on Espinosa. 1 minute and 26 seconds to go. 60 to 39. De La Rosa has 8 points. No hit. 3 out of 4 from the field and 2 out of 3 from the line. De La Rosa's got 8. 60 against 39. 1 minute and 26 to go.
20-point advantage on a split by De La Rosa. Crispa on the offensive. Espinosa to Fabiosa. 1 minute and 15 to go. Cesar waiting for a cut by Javier. He's crowded, and there is contact on the play going against De La Rosa most likely. 2 charities for Cesar. Penalty situation against Tanduay.
3rd foul by De La Rosa. They're in penalty trouble. Coach Tito Eduque looking very wearily at the scoreboard. They are in penalty trouble, and he knows, or at least he's probably thinking that these boys know that they're in penalty trouble, so they should avoid those fouls. But they've been committing the fouls, and Crispa has been cashing in on them. 62 to 40 now with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go.
De La Rosa passing over to Gutierrez. That tight Crispa defense has resulted in a number of turnovers. There was another one almost completed by Espinosa, but De La Rosa cashes in. Momentary open shot. 62 to 42. Redmanizers by 20, 45 seconds to go. Espinosa moves in, flank try, bullseye. 64 to 42. 38 seconds to go. The awesome bench strength of Crispa displayed in this first half alone. There's a pushing foul spotted by referee Tim Cruz, going against Capaccio for an offensive foul and a turnover.
Foul number 2 on Eli Capaccio with 31 seconds to go, 64 to 42. There's probably going to be a pretty long talk and in
Passing
the
error.
dugout of Tanduay after this half.
Passing error by Philip Cesar. He attempted a fancy back pass for Javier. Castillo fires and rims out. It's Philip Cesar pitching to Kaw. Fabiosa waiting for the possible pass. Kaw spins around, uses the glass, misses. Fabiosa follows up. He is fouled.
By Capaccio, maybe. That's going to be his 3rd. If it's on Eli Capaccio, he's raising his hand. He knows he
Foul Capaccio.
may have committed a foul. Yes, 11 seconds to go. 64 to 42. 22-point advantage now by Crispa. 64 to 42. First attempt is good. 11 seconds to go. Fabiosa, 6 points. This is the 7th. No, he misses on that try. 65 to 42. It's a 23-point advantage by Crispa. Now 24 points. 11 seconds remaining.
Diagonal passes by Tanduay. Gutierrez passing back to Pineda. There's contact going against Yco with 6 seconds to go.
Foul call.
Crispa now lands in penalty trouble, but only 6 seconds remain in the first half. Gutierrez will inbound. Time enough for a good attempt at the basket for the Esquires. Eli Capasio with a bad pass. 3 seconds left. Crispa now has 3 seconds to make a try for the basket. There's a long pitch all the way to Javier. It's intercepted by Capasio. 1 second to go. And De La Rosa was off the mark in his attempt to try and score. So after the first 2 quarters of action, it's Crispa 66, Tanduay 42. A 24 halftime lead enjoyed by a rampaging Crispa quintet. Back to their original Redmanizer name. We'll tell you how they scored after